Hey, welcome back. So in this video, we will be taking a look at our very first visualization, and also first let's take a quick look at how we can easily import the images into our Power BI report, the one which we have saved from PowerPoint. So that's pretty easy. The way to quickly insert images is go to the insert ribbon from the top and click on this icon of adding an image to your report, and from there you will find the PNG images which you have saved from PowerPoint. Simply add them and adjust them as per your requirement. A quick tip available, a quick tip here, a quick tip here is, if let's say if you are adding two or four, let's say when you are adding let's say when you are adding 2 to 3 images and you are aligning them all together, make sure that all of them are having the same, height and width. In order for all of them to look aligned and appropriate, you have to make sure that their height and width look same. And once that is done, you can add all the images available here similarly the way I have arranged them all together. Pretty easy, right? Now the next thing comes up is our very first visualization. Similarly, you can add images in these areas as well, and then move to the very next and move to the very next and move to the report creation. Now the very first visualization, now to create the visualization, let's first integrate our data. The very first aspect of our reporting is to extract the data from the data source. So let's go to the home ribbon and select our import our Excel file. So I'll take the financial file so I'll click on the financial file, select the appropriate sheet, and it's always a best practice to first go to transform data to just make sure that all of your columns are in the appropriate structure, they have the right data types. If not, make sure that you fix and adjust the right data type, and then if it is all good, then close and apply close and apply the Power Query editor and move to your reporting again. Power Query editor is pretty much the right thing which you want to use for all the transformation and cleaning activities. But as such, in our use case, our data is pretty much cleaned up, so we'll just simply click on close and apply, and we'll just have to wait for a few seconds for our data to get loaded. And there you go. You can expand the table now, and let's create a very first visualization, which is a area chart. Now what we want to analyze here is profit by what we want to analyze here is profit by date. Okay, so I'll take the profit, put it in the y-axis. I'll take the date and put it in the x-axis. Now let me expand this. You can see here the data is available for two years. What I can do is I can expand down all to the next level of hierarchy, so I can see by year and quarter, and I can further move it to see it by month over month, right? Now that we have that view, what we want to say is, now that we have that view, here is another good thing which this stack chart and pretty much all these bar charts provide us, which is called small multiples. So small multiples is basically a new feature which have recently uh, launched few months back launched in Power BI. From the time of from the time I have been from the time I am recording this video. So small multiples basically help you to to distribute to distribute to distribute your data into small multiples of any specific segment of or any specific parameter. So let's say I want to analyze my data, I want to analyze my profit by date, but for all the different products separately. So for that, what I'll do is I'll drag this product to small multiples, and as soon as I do that, let me zoom it into focus mode so that you can better understand. Now you can see for all these products which I have in my data, I can see how much profit they are making, how much profit they are making each and every day or each and every quarter or month. And very easily I can see the same trend for all of these specific products. So this is a very nice way to see the trend analysis and compare it across the various products, right? So that's a pretty good way to do that. Now all you need to do is just do some pretty much some basic formatting. Throughout this course I will not focus much on, you know, these. I will not focus much. I will not focus much on adjusting the size or color or the font type, etc. Because that is something, you know, you can pretty much do on your own. I will focus on much more important elements, and those elements which we pretty much miss while designing and working on our report. Okay. So now that he is done, I would suggest, if you want to use the same color as I have taken, simply go to the visualization, go to the format, and on the search bars type in color and scroll below, and on the lines you will find the color which I have taken, and from more colors you can copy the hex code available from here and paste it similarly on your visual by again going to searching the color of your line. There you go, and pasting it. Oops, I think I missed to copy the code, and pasting it right here. There you go. So it's so it's as it so it is that easy, right? Now what you can see here, for as I mentioned before, you have to work on visuals in such a way that they should come out of your report and and make it easily visible to for the end users, right? So for that, what I have done is I have turned off the background of my report. I have turned the background of my visualization. So for that, I'll go to the general section, and in the effects I've turned on the background, right? Now to make it much more better, all we need to do is just adjust the formatting of this visual. And the best way to adjust the formatting here is I've made all the font color as white, right? And as you can see here, there are some grid lines which you will see by default, which also I have turned off. So what I can do here is I can type in grid, and I can turn the grid off, right? I can again type in color and change the color of my y-axis values, my titles, my x-axis value, everywhere which wherever it is being used, just turn them to white, and what you will get is a visual similar to this. Now that is the way you should be doing when you're working on your own, so that you can quickly do it. But but just to save time, I'll just give you a quick I'll just give you a quick cheat here. All you can also do is copy this visual right here, go to your version of report and paste it. Okay, and you might see something like this. There is nothing to worry about here. There is nothing to worry about on this. We are just taking this as a reference for formatting. So now all you need to do is, while the visual is being selected, click on this format brush and then click on your visual. Bam, there you go. And all of the formatting, I will just delete that one. All the formatting is now copied in your version of visual as well. Just to and I just want to again emphasize on this. This is only I'm telling you as a cheat, but I would not recommend you to do it if you are working on Power BI for the first time, or you are trying to learn Power BI. I would definitely suggest and recommend you to work your way out to design this at least for the first time, so that you better understand of all these visualization. So that's all what we have for this small multiple area chart visual. We'll work on the next visualization in our next video. Thank you for watching, and we'll meet in the next one.